2025 그리스도 TV 시청자 여러분 안녕하십니까? 8월 1일 금요일 오전 8시 7분입니다. 2025 그리스도 TV를 방송을 시작하겠습니다. 영어 성경을 읽고 있습니다. 이번 시간은 구약 성경 사무엘상 27장 1절부터 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. And David said in his heart, I shall now perish one day by the hand of Saul. There is nothing better for me than that I should speedily escape into the land of the Philistines, and Saul shall despair of me to seek me anymore in any coast of Israel. So shall I escape out of his hand. And David arose, and he passed over with the 600 men that were with him unto Agis, the son of Maok, king of Gad. And David dwelt with Agis at Gad, he and his men, every man with his household, even David with his two wives, Ahinoam, the Israelite, and Abigail the Carmelite, Nabal's wife, and it was told Saul that David was brought to God, and he sought no more gain for him. And David said unto Agis, if I have now found grace in thine eyes, let them give me a plain in some town in the country, that I may dwell there. For why should thy servant dwell in the royal city with thee? Then Agis gave him Siglag that day, wherefore Siglag pertains unto the kings of Judah unto this day. And the time that David dwelt in the country of the Philistines was a full year and 4 months. And David and his men went up and invaded the Israelites and the Gidrites and the Amalekites, for those nations were of all the inhabitants of the land, as thou goest to Sur, even unto the land of Egypt. And David smote the land and left neither man nor woman alive, and took away the sheep and the oxen and the asses and the camels and the apparel, and returned and came to Agis. And Agis said, whither have ye made a road today? And David said, against the south of Judah and against the south of the Yeremielites. and against the south of the Canaanites. And David said, if neither man nor woman arrive to bring tidings to God, saying, rest they should tell on us, saying, so did David, and so will be his manner, or the while he dwells in the country of the Philistines. And Agis believed David, saying, he has made his people Israel utterly to abhor him, therefore he shall be my servant forever. And it came to pass in those days that the Philistines gathered their armies together for warfare to fight with Israel. And I said unto David, no, thou surely that thou shalt go out with me to battle, thou and thy men. And David said to Agis, surely thou shalt know what the servant can do. And Agis said to David, therefore will I make thee keeper of mine head forever. Now Samuel was dead, and all Israel had lamented him and buried him in Ramah, even in his own city. And Saul had put away those that had familiar spirits, and the wizards out of the land. And the Philistines gathered themselves together and came and pitched in Shunem, and Saul gathered all Israel together, and they pitched in Gilboa. And when Saul saw the host of the Philistines, he was afraid, and his heart greatly trembled. And when Saul required of the Lord answered him not, neither by a dream, nor by Urim, nor by a prophet. Then said Saul unto his servants, seek me a woman that has a familiar spirit, that I may go to her and inquire of her. And his servants said to him, behold, there is a woman that has a familiar spirit at Endor. And Saul disquieted himself and put on other raiment, and he went and two men with him, and they came to the woman by night, and he said, I pray thee, divine unto me by the familiar spirit, and bring me him up whom I shall name unto thee. And the woman said unto him, behold, thou knowest what Saul has done, how he has cut off those that have familiar spirits, and the wizard out of the land. Wherefore then layest thou a snare for my life, to cause me to die? And Saul sware to her by the Lord, saying, as the Lord lives, there shall no punishment happen to thee for this thing. Then said the woman, whom shall I bring unto thee? And he said, bring me of Samuel. And when the woman saw Samuel, she cried with a loud voice. And the woman spake to Saul, saying, why hast thou deceived me, for thou art Saul? And the king said unto her, be no afraid, for what sawest thou? And the woman said unto Saul, I saw God's son ascending out of the earth. And he said unto her, what from is he of? And she said, an old man comes up, and he is covered with a mantle. And Saul perceived that it was Samuel, and he stooped with his face to the ground and bowed himself. And Samuel said to Saul, why hast thou disquieted me to bring me up? And Saul answered, I am sore distressed, for the Philistines make a war against me, and God is departed from me, and answers me no more, neither by prophets nor by dreams. Therefore I have called thee, that thou mayest make known unto me what I shall do. Then said Samuel, wherefore then dost thou ask of me, seeing the Lord is departed from thee, and is become thine enemy? And the Lord has done to him as he spake by me, for the Lord has lent the kingdom out of thine hand, and given it to thy neighbor, even to David. Moreover, the Lord will also deliver Israel with thee into the hand of the Philistines, and to morrow shalt thou and thy sons be with me. The Lord also shall deliver the host of Israel into the hand of the Philistines. Then Saul fell straightway or along on the earth, and was sore afraid because of the words of Samuel, and there was no strength in him, for he had eaten no bread all the day, nor all the night. And the woman came unto Saul, and saw that he was sore troubled, and said unto him, behold, thine handmaid has obeyed thy voice, and I have put my life in my hand, and have hearkened unto thy orders, which thou spakest unto me. And now, therefore, I pray thee, hearken thou also unto the voice of thine handmaid, and let me set a morsel of bread before thee, and eat, that thou mayest have strength when thou goest on thy way. But he refused and said, I will not eat. But his servants, together with the woman, compelled him, and he hearkened unto their voice. So he arose from the earth and sat upon the bed. And the woman had a pet calf in the house, and she hasted and killed it, and took a flour and did it, and did bake unleavened bread thereof, and she brought it before Saul and before his servants, and they did eat. Then they rose up and went away that night. Now the Philistines gathered together all their armies to Abek, and the Israelites pitched by a fountain which is in Israel. And the roads of the Philistines passed on by hundreds and by thousands, but David and his men passed on in the rear ward with Agis. Then said the prince of the Philistines, what do these Hebrews here? And Agis said unto the princes of the Philistines, is not this David, the servants of Saul, the king of Israel, which has been with me these days, all these years, and I have found no fault in him, since he fell unto me unto this day. And the princes of the Philistines were lost with him, and the princes of the Philistines said unto him, make this fellow return, that he may go again to his place, which thou hast appointed him, and let him not go down with us to battle, lest in the battle he be an adversary to us. For wherewith should he reconcile himself unto his master? Should it not be with the heads of these men? Is not this David of whom they sang on one to another in dances, saying, Saul slew his thousands, and David his 10,000s. Then Agis called David and said unto him, surely as the Lord lives, thou hast been upright, and thy going out and thy coming in with me in the host is good in my sight, for I have not found evil in thee since the day of thy coming unto me unto this day. Never cease the Lord's favor thee not. Wherefore now return and go in peace, that thou displease not the Lord of the Philistines. And David said unto Agis, but what have I done, and what hast thou found in thy servants so long as I have been with thee unto this day, that I may not go fight against the enemies of my lord the king? And Agis answered and said to David, I know that thou art good in my sight as an angel of God, notwithstanding the prince of the Philistines have said, he shall not go up with us to the battle. Wherefore I will rise up early in the morning with thy master's servants that are come with thee, and as soon as ye be up early in the morning, and have right to depart. So David and his men rose up early to depart in the morning to return into the land of the Philistines, and the Philistines went up to Israel. And it came to pass when David and his men were come to Sigolak on the third day that the Amalekites had invaded the south and Sigolak and smitten Sigolak and burned it with fire, and had taken the woman captives that were therein. They slew not any, either great or small, but carried them away and went on their way. So David and his men came to the city, and behold, it was burned with fire, and their wives and their sons and their daughters were taken captives. Then David and the people that were with him lifted up their voice and wept until they had no more power to weep. And David's two wives were taken captives. Ahinoam, the Israelites, and Abigail, the wife of Nabal the Carmelite. And David was greatly distressed. Potiphar spake of stoning him because the soul of all the people was grieved, every man for his sons and for his daughters. But David encouraged himself in the Lord his God. And David said to Abiathar the priest, Abimelech's son, I pray thee, bring me hither the ephod. And Abiathar brought thither the ephod to David. And David inquired at the Lord, saying, Shall I pursue after his troop? Shall I overtake them? And he answered him, Pursue, for thou shalt surely overtake them, and without fail cover all. So David went, he and the 600 men that were with him, and came to the Baruch Besor, where those that were left behind stayed. But David pursued, he and 400 men, for 200 bowed behind, which were so faint that they could not go over the Baruch Besor. And they found an Egyptian in the field, and brought him to David, and gave him bread, and he died. And he did eat, and they made him drink water, and they gave him a piece of a case of figs, and 2 clusters of raisins. And when he had eaten, his spirit came again to him, for he had eaten no bread, nor drunk any water, 3 days and 3 nights. And David said unto him, To whom belongest thou, and whence art thou? And he said, I am a young man of Egypt, a servant to an Amalekite, and my master left me because 3 days gone I feel sick. We made an invasion upon this house of the Kerethites. and upon the coast which belongs to Judah, and upon the south of Caleb, and we burned Siglag with fire. And David said to him, "Canst to bring me down to this company?" And he said, "Swear unto me by God that thou wilt neither kill me nor deliver me into the hands of my master, and I will bring thee down to this company." And when he had brought him down, behold, they were spread abroad upon altars, eating and drinking and dancing, because of all the greatest spoil that they had taken out of the land of the Philistines and out of the land of Judah. And David smote them from the twilight even unto the evening of the next day, and there escaped not a man of them, save 400 young men which rode upon camels and bread. And David recovered all that the Amalekites and carried away, and David secured his two waves, and there was nothing lacking to them, neither small nor great, neither sons nor daughters, neither spoil nor anything that they had taken to them. David recovered all, and David took all the products and the herds which they drove before those other cattle, and said, "This is David's spoil." And David came to the 200 men which were so faint that they could not follow David, whom they had made also to abide at Brook Besor. And they went forth to meet David and to meet the people that were with him. And when David came near to the people, he saluted them. Then answered all the wicked men and the men of Belial, of those that went with David, and said, because they went not with us, we will not give them aught of the spoil that we have recovered, save to every man his wife and his children, that they may lead them away and depart. Then said David, "Ye shall not do so. My brethren with that which the Lord has given us, who has preserved us and delivered the company that came against us into our hand. For who will hearken unto you in this matter? But as his part is that goes down to the better, so shall his part be that tarries by its stuff that shall part alike." And it was so from that day forward that he made it a statute and on all the ordinance of Israel until this day. And when David came to Siglag, he sent of the spoil unto the elders of Judah, even to his friends, saying, behold, present for you of the spoil of the enemies of the Lord, to them which we are in Bethel, and to them which we are in South Ramoth, and to them which we are in Yatil, and to them which we are in Aroel, and to them which we are in Simoth, and to them which we are in Esdemoa, and to them which we are in Lagar, and to them which we are in the cities of the Yeru, Israelites, and to them which we are in the cities of the Canaanites, and to them which we are in Hormah, and to them which we are in Korah, son, and to them which we are in Adak, and to them which we are in Hebron, and to all the places where David himself and his men were wont to hunt. Now the Philistines fought against Israel, and the men of Israel fled from before the Philistines, and fell down slain in Mount Gilboa, and the Philistines followed hard upon Saul and upon his sons, and the Philistines slew Jonathan and Abinadab and Malchishua, Saul's sons. And the battle went sore against Saul, and the archers hit him, and he was sore wounded of the archers. Then said Saul unto his armor bearer, draw thy sword, and thrust me through there with lest these uncircumcised come and thrust me through and abuse me. But his armor bearer would not, for he was sore afraid. Therefore Saul took a sword and fell upon it. And when his armor bearer saw that Saul was dead, he fell like wise upon his sword and died with him. So Saul died, and his 3 sons, and his armor bearer, and all his men at that same day together. And when the men of Israel that were on the other side to belly, and they that we are on the other side Jordan, so that the men of Israel fled, and the Saul and his sons were dead. They forsook the cities and fled, and the Philistines came and dwelt in them. And he came to Peace on the morrow, when the Philistines came to strip the slain, that they found Saul and his 3 sons fallen in Mount Gilboa. And they cut off his head and stripped off his armor and sent into the land of Philistines around about to populace it in the house of their idols and among the people. And they put his more in the house of Astarot, and they fastened his body to the wall of Besan. And when the inhabitants of the Yabes Gilead heard of the which the Philistines had done to Saul, all the blind men arose and went all night and took the body of Saul and the bodies of his sons from the wall of Bethsan and came to Yabes and hunted them there. And they took their bodies and buried them under the tree at Yabes and fasted 7 days. 사무엘상 31장 13절 끝까지 다 영어 성경으로 읽어봤습니다. 다음 시간에는 사무엘 하를 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. 시청해 주셔서 감사합니다. 안녕히 계십시오.